Oh my goodness. Hello there. It's Adrian, and you're welcome, or welcome back to the channel where I talk about mindful thoughts and opinions that nobody asked for. If that sounds like something that you're into, like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. I hope you're having a great day. With me, not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not having a great day. Let me even paint the picture for you right now. Right now, I was trying to record inside, right? But there's like so many people. It's so loud. I cannot record anything, so I had to like go literally outside. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I guess I'll try to edit it out if I can even do that, but yeah, I'm outside. It's very cold. I mean, I guess you can tell from my voice, but it's very, very cold. But I also, this is me being committed to my craft. I mean, I guess my craft is more like acting, but I guess you can also call, I guess you can also call this my craft because it's something that I love to do, you know? It's art. Speaking is an art. Podcasting is some sort of art, in my opinion. So yeah, I guess you can call this me. You can take this as me being committed to my craft. I'm outside on the streets, cold as hell. There's people passing by. People probably think that I'm weird and crazy, but I don't care because I try recording inside, and there's so many people. It's so loud. I cannot record anything. I've been super busy with work. Cannot get anything done. So yeah, you have to do what you have to do. So here we are. Anyways, I haven't been having the best day, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I haven't even been having the best week, for that matter, or the best weeks, or even month, because I don't know, man, but this year really did not start good. I'm gonna be honest with you, it did not start good. But also, that's fine. I'm gonna cough a little bit, so you're gonna excuse me for that. Sorry, but this year did not start very good. You know, it didn't start very good on my part, and that's okay. That's fine. This is not the first year where it just didn't start good. That's okay. You know, I've had a lot of these years, so that's fine. It's not something new. But yeah, it just hasn't been fun lately. A lot of things that are not going good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not necessarily gonna go into detail into what that is, but yeah, it mostly has to do with work. Mostly has to do with work and me just basically work taking every little bit of time from me, you know, to the point where I can't even have time for myself. I can have time for a social life. I can have time for this. And when something takes time from this, you know, you guys and me being able to record videos or record this podcast episode, that gets to me. You know, it can take time for me being able to, like, I guess, take care for myself for a little bit and like neglect myself for a little bit. But when it starts to take time from me to the point where I cannot even put content out and these many podcast episodes out, that gets to me. I'm like, okay, this is too much. This is too much. Again, I keep shivering. I'm sorry, it's cold, but yeah, I'm being committed today because if I don't film, nothing's gonna be done. You know what I mean? Once it starts to take time from this, it starts to get to me, and I start to get to this point where I'm like, okay, no, because this is the only thing that's like keeping me sane right now. So yeah. Anyways, it's been that. You know, that's what has been the case, and yeah, it just hasn't been fun lately, and alongside other stuff, but that's fine. That's okay. That's life. And for this month, this whole month, I've just been going through things back and forth to the point where I almost felt like a failure. You know what I mean? And I'm not that kind of person. I'm someone who's like I do not need other people to motivate me. I don't need things to make me feel motivated. I don't need people to tell me that I'm good in order for me to feel good. I don't need people to tell me to basically validate my existence and validate me for me to feel good about myself or feel motivated. I don't need any of that. I'm a very like, I motivate myself, you know? I motivate myself. I'm not somebody who wait for outside or expect or need outside sources or stuff or people in order for me to feel motivated. And lately it's just not been good. It's just not been good because I almost felt like a failure because things haven't been good. And I say almost because I refuse, and I repeat, and I probably said that 1,000 times, but I refuse to let anything or anybody make me feel like a failure. I do not care if the world is ending. I do not care if I'm having all these negative thoughts and overthinking and me feeling like I'm behind, because we've already talked about that. You can literally never be behind in life, because behind who? Behind who? Behind what? It's literally not possible. Behind who? Who are you in a race with? Who are you in a competition with? Whoever person you think you're in a competition with, I'm 100%, like, I'm very certain that you guys didn't even have the same starting points. You don't have the same privileges. You don't come from the same places. You don't have the exact same situations and circumstances and issues. So you cannot be behind anybody. So I never really feel behind it. It's not like I've been feeling behind. It's just more like I almost felt like a failure, because there's so many things that are going south. You know what I mean? And if you're someone who's also like working so hard, and you're around people that are not like, I don't want to talk about other people's work ethic, but you're around other people who are not doing that much. But also, I guess they're the ones who are getting the things, and you're not getting anything. And it's just like, and I know that hard work doesn't always mean that you're gonna get what you want. You know what I mean? And we've talked about that in past episodes. But yeah, I've just been finding myself there where I'm like, oh my god, I almost felt like a failure. Like, I almost let myself slip and make that, and let myself feel like a failure. And I was just like, no. Something about me is that I'm very self-aware. The negative thoughts, my thoughts, and the way that I think and how I'm feeling at the moment, I am very, very self-aware. So when that was like happening, I was able to like immediately, I guess, be aware and just be like, okay, no, we're not gonna do that. I could feel it coming. I could feel myself slipping a little bit down this not so good, down this very negative, very dark rabbit hole. And we all know that's never good. Once you get down there, getting out of it, it's a lot of work. And I was like almost slipping down there. It's cold, it's freezing, it's dark, and we know that's not good. But once you start feeling yourself slipping down there, it's never good. It's never good. So I could feel myself starting to just go down that really not so good dark hole, and I was able to basically catch myself and be like, no, we're not going there. We are not going there anymore. Excuse the cars in the background, by the way. You know what I mean? I was like, we're not going there. We're not doing that. I cannot afford to do that. I cannot afford to let anything get to me or let anything get to my mindset, because I feel like the thing that has, I guess, helped me to get to where I am right now, and I think the only reason to why I have achieved the things that I've achieved, or overcame the things that I've overcame, it's not because of outside sources. No, it's all in my mind. It's all in the mind. It's because I have a very strong mindset. It's because I have a very strong self-concept. Only that. That is the only thing that saves me every single time. It's because of my mindset. It's because of my self-concept and basically the way that I view myself. I've never been the kind of person to look at myself and be like, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're a failure. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I know that I grew up around people that would always, I guess, pour into me and make me feel good about myself, but also there are people that, I guess, try to make you feel not so good about yourself. But that's something that has always been quite easy for me to overcome and not let the noise get to me. But sometimes it's not even other people saying those things about you, or those mean things to you. Sometimes it's you saying those mean things to yourself, and it's not even about me saying it. But sometimes you can catch that negative voice getting to you, like, maybe you're a failure, maybe. Absolutely not. And that's what was happening. That's what has been happening, and I was able to catch that, and I was like, no, we're not gonna go there. I absolutely no, we're not gonna do it. I refuse. I know I'm filming this. You can probably hear the trucks and the cars in the background. I'm literally out in the streets. There's people passing by and staring at me. You know what I mean? There's planes flying by. You know, it's crazy. I'm freezing. But also, do I care? No, I do not give a damn. Because I know that if I don't record this right now, I am not gonna record anything. So I refuse to wait for the perfect circumstances or let the way that I feel dictate whether I put something out or not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I have a mic? No. Do I have the perfect equipment? No. Do I have a quiet room to film in? No. But I do not care. I'm gonna get my earphones, I'm gonna sit outside and film the damn episode. That's how committed I am. And nothing is going to stop me. And nothing or nobody is going to stop me. And I'm not saying this to be like, to have like, to come off as this person who has a big ego, but literally nothing can stop me. And I refuse to even let me get in my own way. I even refuse to let myself get in my own way, because I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, Adrian, you're not gonna do that, or you're not gonna self-sabotage. Absolutely not. You're not gonna ruin it for us. I say us because I like to think that there is two versions of me within me. I know that's weird and that sounds a little woo-woo and like schizophrenic or whatever they call when somebody has like different identities, but it's not that. It's just that I feel like there's two sides to me and two sides to my personality, where one person is like trying to pull me into this like victim mentality, like poor us, look at all these things that are happening to us, look at how unlucky we are. And then there's also this other side of me that's like, no, you're not gonna self-sabotage. Absolutely not. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. And I like to think that as me, this is me talking to myself. And sometimes there's that little that little voice that's like, but what if we're not, what if we fail, what if we are failures? Absolutely not. I refuse to let that even try to get to me or try to get in my mind. Absolutely not. In what world? And I know somebody, if you're listening to this, if somebody were to see me, were to be like, you're freaking insane, you've lost your mind, you're literally freezing out in the cold because you have nowhere to film. There's all these things that are like going wrong in your reality, and you're out there saying that you're not a failure or like you have it good. Yes, but I do though. I always have it good. I always have it good, and things always work out for me every single freaking time. And the only thing that has gotten me here and where I am right now is that mindset. It's that. If I had a victim mindset, God knows what would have happened to me. God knows what would have happened to me. And I do not even want to think about that. I do not even want to let that get in my mind. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So if you're somebody who has been slipping a little bit, or like feeling yourself slowly going down that dark hole again, or that funky space mentally or even physically, do not let that get to you. Do not let you stop you from getting to where you want to get to. Do not let yourself self-sabotage. Do not let yourself get in the way of your dreams. Do not let yourself get in the way of your art and your work and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Absolutely not. And it does not have to be perfect. In fact, it shouldn't be perfect. Your work should not be perfect. It just needs to be out there. I remember recording an episode. I don't remember what episode it was, but I remember somebody beautiful commenting and saying that it's funny. I mean, they didn't say this word by word, but it went along the lines of, it's funny because work doesn't have work or art or whatever content, it could be anything, doesn't have to be perfect in order for it to be enjoyed. And I remember finding that to be so profound, and it's so true. It is so true, because when I'm listening to my favorite people to listen to or watching them, I don't always think about the fact that, oh look, this camera is not that good. they're using an old camera, or their audio is not good, or this is not good. No, I'm there because of them. I'm not there because of how good the camera is. I'm not there because of how good the audio quality is. I'm not there because of how good they look or dress. I'm there because of them. That's it, and what they have to provide. That's what it is. That's what it is. Well, of course, if you can be in this place where you can give more and you can afford to, I guess, provide better quality of videos, please go ahead and do that. But for me right now, I'm not there. I'm not there. And for somebody who isn't there yet, that is fine. That is absolutely fine. Freaking put the work out. It doesn't have to be perfect. It shouldn't be perfect. What you need to be doing right now is putting things out. I'm freezing in a cold. I have no storage in my phone. I have no microphone. I have no camera. And I know I cannot film right now with the camera. But you know what? I'm going to film the episode. I'm going to film it and I'm going to put it out. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is there going to be a lot of background noise? Yes. But I'm still going to do it anyway? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I say all of that to say it. To say that the message is simple. Do not let you get in your own way. Get the hell out of your own way. And do not let yourself self-sabotage or let you think that you are a failure. Absolutely not. We cannot do that. We cannot afford to do that. And that is not gonna get you anywhere. It's literally not gonna get you anywhere. You know what I mean? Forget about perfection. Forget about having the perfect things, the perfect circumstances, or being in the right mental space. Just do it. Just do it and push freaking through. Are there even people going to listen to this? I don't think so. Probably not. I feel like I feel like at most 5 people are gonna listen to this. But do I care? No, I do not. My job is to put the work out, and when I put it out, my job is done. The rest is none of my business. It's none of my business. So get out of your own way. And I'm not saying this to be mean to you, but I'm saying this because I love you. And I'm saying this to you, but I'm also saying this to myself. You know, a lot of these self-reflection episodes that I do, it's not only for you, I'm also doing them for myself. I'm saying these things because I need to hear them, but also I'm sure there's probably somebody out there who also needs to hear the same thing. That is all I have to say for today's episode. I love you. You're beautiful. You're talented. You're incredible. You're a freaking rock star. And do not let anybody tell you otherwise. I love you. Take care of yourself. I guess we've done enough talking and freezing. I think it's time for me to go inside now. I love you. I'm doing all of this for you and me. Take care of yourself. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.